What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be talking about the box office for this Thanksgiving weekend, and boy is there a lot to talk about. It's been really busy, so this video is coming out about on Tuesday, and so usually they come out, I usually film the videos and usually post them on either Sunday or Monday, but this one's a little bit later, Thanksgiving, real busy, but it was insane. This weekend was unbelievable. So many records were absolutely just eclipsed this weekend, and we're going to talk about it. So Moana 2 is obviously the big film opening this weekend. It opened to $225 million, and obviously we're talking about the 5-day openings, because Thanksgiving you got the Wednesday to Sunday, whereas normally it's Friday to Sunday opening. So it didn't open ahead of Deadpool and Wolverine, but the 5-day, right? It opened to about $135 million on the 3-day, so this thing just absolutely killed it. And if it had only opened to a 3-day, it also would have opened over $200 million as well. And so it may have had a shot at Deadpool and Wolverine if it didn't have a 5-day opening. But it did, and it killed it every single day. Wicked added another $118 million on the 5-day, and Gladiator added another $44 million. So let's talk about some of the records that were broken this Thanksgiving. The first major record that was broken is this is easily the biggest Thanksgiving of all time at the box office. The previous record holder was 2018 when Ralph Breaks the Internet came out, and there was a bunch of different films also on that weekend that kind of collaborated to get to the massive, and I believe it was about $318 million over the Wednesday to Sunday 5-day totals. So it did, that weekend was amazing, and this weekend did $420 million. $100 million more than the previous record holder, which is just unbelievable. I mean, it's just straight up insane how much money the box office was able to pull in this weekend. And on top of that, Friday, Black Friday, was the second biggest day in box office history. I believe it made about $106 million or so, $107 million, and the previous record, the number one, was when Avengers Endgame came out that Saturday, got $129 million. This one got about $107, $108 million, which ranked it as the second biggest day in the history of the box office, which is just unbelievable. It's just insane to think about all the days that we've ever had in Hollywood and all the box office numbers that have ever come in, and Friday was the second biggest day of all time. So that's just incredible. It's just insane. So yeah, just tons of records being completely obliterated. It was the biggest Thanksgiving day of all time. Moana 2 brought in $28 million that day. And the previous record holder, get this, the previous record holder was Frozen 2 in 2019, which made $14 million, or about $15 million. Moana did 28, so it almost doubled Frozen's record, and Wicked did 16 million that day as well. So Wicked broke the record at the same time Moana did. So both Moana and Wicked beat the previous record holder, Frozen 2, on the same day. So it was just insanity throughout the entire weekend. And, basically everybody in America went to the movies this weekend, clearly. It was insanity. So let's get into the top 10 then, and look at these numbers. Obviously, Moana 2 opened to a massive $139 million, and these are all 3-day numbers that we're looking at now. All right, these are all 3-day numbers. What we just looked at was the 5-day. These are all the 3 days. All right, so Moana 2 did $139 million. Which is insane. Wicked did $81 million, down 28%. Guys, Wicked opened to $112 million. It opened to $112 million, over $100 million, right? Most films that open over 100 million, no, forget that, all films that open over 100 million at least drop 30 or more percent. The normal is like 50 to 55%. You see that and you're like, hey, that's a really good drop for a film that opened that high. It dropped 28%. Inside Out 2, which broke the record by far for the smallest drop for any film that opened over 150 million, dropped 35%, and that was unbelievable. This film dropped 28%. This dropped, it was like just about the exact same as Top Gun Maverick dropped, and that was record-shattering. And it dropped this much on the same weekend as Moana 2 came out. So it's like, not only did it have the smallest drop that we've seen in forever, but it did it on the same weekend that Moana 2 came out and shattered all these records, which is just unbelievable. And Gladiator 2 only dropped 44%. Okay, it only dropped 44%. 31 million this weekend, only a 44% drop, which is just unbelievable for all the films involved this weekend. And then Red 1 got 12.7 million and only dropped 4%. Red 1 only dropped 4%. Like, it's insane. And then The Best Christmas Pageant Ever drops 6% in its fourth weekend. Just insanity all around. Bonhoeffer, Pastor.Spy.Assassin made $2.3 million, down 54% from its last weekend. Venom the Last Dance, $2.2 million, down 43%. And then we start getting lower in the numbers. About $1 million for Heretic at number 8, down 57%. The Wild Robot fell 67% as it dropped out of wide release. You can see it is in 883 theaters. So wide release is anywhere over 1,000. So it dropped out of wide release this weekend. And then A Real Pain dropped 39%, so a good drop there, but it didn't make a bunch of money anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. But the real story is that really the top 5. I mean, really the top 5 are the real story. Moana 2, Wicked, Gladiator 2, all putting in unbelievable numbers, and then Red 1 in The Best Christmas Pageant Ever dropping sub 7%, which is just unbelievable all around. And look at this. This is the yearly box office. Okay, so it's comparing this year to last year to all a bunch of years. I think it goes back to 2019, and it just compares them day for day. How like the percentage away we are from beating 2023. Like for 2024, it shows what 2023's numbers were at the same time, and then kind of compares them. And we were down 12% from 2023. Just about a week ago, right? It was just like a few days ago. Like on Tuesday, we were down 12% from 2023. And now, we're down under 7%. We just gained 5% on 2023 in a single weekend, which is just crazy and just insane. We even gained on 2019, a pre-pandemic year. We gained over 2% on 2019. I mean, this weekend, words cannot describe how insane this weekend was for the box office and how much theaters really needed it. Because, I mean, they've been struggling for a while now. I mean, really, Glicid was the first weekend that was like, wow, look at this, we're making money again. And now we've got this Moana Apocalypse just taking over, and it's insane. I mean, it just record-shattering numbers all around. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and comment down below what you think of Moana Apocalypse and Glicid. And I'll see you guys next time.